So I've seen a couple of community contributors talk about weapon crafting here and there through the weeks, complain about certain things and blah blah.
Weapon crafting underwent a mass simplification over the past season, the advance of it. But in spite of that, there have still been many complaints about weapon crafting. And today, I'd like to give what is potentially an unpopular take on it.
And I was using this thing literally all the time, even just to level to like level, I think 12 and 15 instead of 11, just regular auto-loading whole series. It took like 5 or 6 days.
And that's I've been satisfied with the regular process.
I have one question and one question now. Does Destiny really need weapon crafting, or is weapon crafting a mistake? Now I know that some of you may be inclined to rush to the comment section and go, "But Joker!" and explain in excoriating detail why I'm stupid for
Watching
even...
this video as it comes out, you should know that we're full of two alloy that are purchasable.
The weapon crafting feature was added last year in the Witch Queen expansion. It was a big feature, and a lot were excited for it. A lot were optimistic about it. A lot probably didn't know what it was going to be about until they would see it unfold in the game. I was certainly optimistic, but at the same time, Witch Queen was just hyping me up too much that I really didn't even think about it, and I was just like, wow, can't wait for the glaives, here we go, let's go kill Savasoon. But now, having a year later after, and what you have just saw, there has been a lot of feedback about weapon crafting. It's not where we wanted it. I gotta say, it was half-baked, or if you really want to call it that, third-baked or 1/4 baked, I don't even know. It really didn't come at what it was supposed to be. Same for almost a lot of other activities, a lot of other things that we've gotten in Destiny, like trials, like any other thing, system, or activity you could say. It always comes half-baked and not at the mark that we really wanted it to. Weapon crafting came to being very, very, and very, this is a quote from my friend, crappy, because it was just not where we wanted it. I know I'm going to say that a lot, but it's not. Didn't bring all the weapons with the new feature. The grind system with the deep sight resonance was just not fun. It was too complex. They added way too many currencies. I believe like 8 currencies that they had to later remove in the next season or something. And maybe weeks after they had to remove or fix a lot of the currencies. They made the system way too complex. Just give a simple system, Bungie. Not like that again. And many do feel over the months ahead in the Haunted and to Plunder that the weapon crafting system doesn't fit into the Destiny environment that we've been playing in. It just feels like it's only hurting the game. Many still go out and say, well, technically the grind was ruined with weapon crafting because now that when you have a weapon enhanced and crafted, what's the point of playing the next season if you have the best weapon in the game, and Bungie hasn't added any new perks in the seasons, and many have actually quit in the game over it and not played the seasons because many feel that they have the best gun now. There's no point to playing any other weapons or doing anything because there's nothing special or new coming later on. So you can see a lot of people have feedback about weapon crafting, and many really don't know where to stand about it to today. We're in Season of the Seraph, basically a month away from Lightfall, and still we don't have the system we wanted. Bungie has just showcases and will be showcasing very soon even more features and massive changes to the weapon crafting system. As of what we know right now, there is no major feature adding into the Lightfall expansion that we, of course, has any surrounding relevancy or similarity to a weapon crafting feature, and that's good. Of course, Witch Queen had a lot of features added to it, but if Bungie just focus on 1 year or focusing on more of the other stuff that they just added instead of adding more stuff, then we'll be in a good spot. Probably many of you don't understand what I just said. Maybe you did, but I just think if Bungie, for example, instead of adding new weapon types, they would just stick to the glaive for the next 2 years and add more to the glaive. Adding more is not always the best option, and more going back and fixing a lot of those stuff that didn't come to the full price, full mark that it was supposed to be, is probably the best thing that Bungie can do, and I think Lightfall will deliver more on the weapon crafting feature and a lot more weapons, including the 50, 60, 70 Lightfall weapons that we're going to get next month will, of course, give us even more variety in the new feature. But that's beside the point. We have just went on to what weapon crafting was, but let's get on to what weapon crafting will be. As in this video, you have just saw that weapon crafting will have more features added and more changes to the system. Bungie did say in a recent Twitter post that they're going to showcase even more soon. Expect a Strand showcase soon. Expect a Neomuna trailer. Expect a lot to unfold into the quality of life changes in the January month and, of course, keep saying of course, February. But let's go into the new stuff. So, weapon crafting. What will weapon crafting bring in Lightfall? Well, it will have the following. There will be alternate ways to earn deep sight currencies, so it won't revolve around stashing 1 billion of them in your vault, waiting to use them. It's not clear what form they may take, but I would imagine some activities regarding weekly currency on completion or possible deep sight bounties sold from a vendor. There will be more opportunities to pick what weapon to target patterns for. Currently, once a week you can choose a single deep sight weapon for a season or raid. It's been like that for a while, but that's just it. This does not sound like outright bad luck protection, but some other form of a targeting system will probably be added around Lightfall. They will reduce player incentives to use bad deep sight or crafted weapons in order to farm kills on them to make progress. They also bring up the Shuro-Chi farm and the implication that is that they're thinking about ways to progress weapons outside of kills or activity completions while using that specific weapon alone. So even further going into how weapons are even progressed. They also want to go into that adept raid weapons will get access to enhanced perks. You won't be able to craft adept weapons, but the implication is that you'll be able to get enhanced perks from the drop. And moreover, all weapons that are deep sight will be weapons you can craft. This will reduce confusion and clutter with deep sight weapons that you can actually craft, like a lot of the world drops or playlist weapons. So not all, of course, the information that we'll be getting for weapon crafting going in the future, but that's a lot of the changes so far that we see for the massive new, I keep saying new feature, but it's an old feature, so I'm going to say changes to weapon crafting. But we're going to expect to get even more. Bungie has recently went out and said that there's going to be even more big changes to weapon crafting and that they're going to showcase it in a TWAB very soon. So expect it sometime around now to mid-late February. And with that, that will basically end off the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you guys did, then please subscribe and like. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for all the support, and yeah, love you guys.